Happy New Year, everyone. Really excited for this year as we launched with our introduction to commercial training and our educational platform. We had Glenn Sanford interview as a fireside chat of how eXp is really expanding, growing, pivoting, adjusting, expanding, all the great stuff, but really health is wealth from Glenn. How it's not always about money, it's giving back, taking care of yourself. So important. We have also, with Casey Conway discussing the state of commercial real estate. Where is it going? What's going on? Where are the opportunities? So it is truly exciting for everyone to be here as we have another special guest coming up. I would always say this guy, I thought I had energy. Boy, he makes me look like I'm laying on the couch. I'm not doing much. But you know what? To share a little bit with eXp Commercial, we were built for this, built on the success of eXp Realty. With the agent-centric in mind, being a virtual platform, being corporate, not franchise, and then really working on the big blocks of commercial real estate, doing the transaction, leasing, business op, also building some services. But Lindy, the metaverse, our world that we live in.
Absolutely. Well, and hello, Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks for being here with us today. My name is Lindy McNeese. I'm the Commercial Operations Manager. As Jim just said a minute ago, at eXp Commercial, we give you the opportunity because we have such a unique model here. We do not have any brick and mortars anywhere. We never have. So in our unique model that we have in the metaverse, you can do business anytime, anywhere. You can collaborate with other agents around the globe. You can, talk to any broker that you need anytime because all you have to do is just jump in the eXp world and you can go talk to someone. Because we have this metaverse, our weekly trainings are all recorded. So just so you know, they're all live trainings. We have over 50 hours of training every single week. And in doing that, we've got professionals, we've got true commercial practitioners, we have brokers, we have senior advisors who come in and will teach you how to do your business, how to build and grow your business. We'll teach you how to lead generate, how to use your social media, to get your sales and listings out there, the technology that we have. We're going to go into a little bit more of that later, but all of this stuff happens in the metaverse and you're able to go back and watch it later in the event. You're out busy, you're working with people, because it is all virtual. Jim, do you want to talk a little bit about our academy? It is revamped and rebuilt.
Well, you know what? We're always constantly improving, learning, getting feedback, holding accountability, especially now, with our next guest. We always talk about that you got to treat this like a job, right? We understand it's idle hands. You may be doing less deals, you're less busy, but you got to put yourself in a schedule. So what we've created, and this creates a great opportunity with our new agents that are learning in our metaverse, so you can learn with our new platform, learn at your own pace, or make the full step in to be involved, where Cliff Bogart, one of the lifetime instructors at CCIM, and many other great instructors, we're bringing them in to teach everyone the fundamentals of commercial real estate, of really how to build a package farm, using the technology tools, having some soft skills so you can work with your mentor to get some listings and then rinse and repeat to learn this business. It is a process. It is the pieces that you have to learn from the education, the technology, the soft skills, but really getting that right mentor. And as we are rolling out more and more of these training tools and also live meetings in different locations, we are learning and getting our agents to be better and better. And the advisor program, Lindy, I know you and Dr. Bill, got to give him a shout out. It is fantastic as we're constantly re-advising our senior agents.
Yeah, that's true. Jim, so one of the things after you go through our academy, if you're a junior agent, we don't discriminate here. If you've never done a commercial deal, that's okay. Come on in, because we've got the amazing academy for you to go through. And then we also will pair you up with a senior advisor. This is somebody who is going to help mentor you. They're going to help you be successful in commercial real estate. We have several of the advisors all across the US that, with whatever your product specialty type is, we're going to pair you with them. We'll let you choose who you want to work with. It's a working relationship. We're going to get you all together, and then y'all can build your business and continue to grow after you finish the academy and you continue to move on. Jim, how powerful is Workplace? Oh my gosh.
Drinking out of a fire hose. It is so overwhelming, but it is really mining for gold learning your place, understanding the entire workplace and all the different groups, and really finding your lane, where you want to be, involved. And I would say, when most of us learn, we had a cold call within certain parts, you need to work the workplace, finding different times, being consistent, looking, researching, following up, commenting. I mean, it is in the social media world. You have to interact just like anything else. But the more you put in, the more you use it and work it and research it and get involved, it is like mining gold. I have so many feedback from so many people. Their mentors and seniors basically workplace to find opportunities where they mentor and give it to their juniors. I mean, it is such a powerful tool. It literally is drinking out of a fire hose. And Lindy, we're working on more to teach people, explain processes and systems to be better in our workplace and using it really efficiently for commercial real estate agents.
Yeah, for sure. And, alongside all of the other tools that we provide, I would almost say that Workplace is the most powerful tool we have. We have so many of our senior advisors, our true commercial practitioners who say they get 4 to 6 leads a day, a week from the residential agents that we have at eXp Realty. You all have to remember, there's 87,000 residential agents around the globe. Every single one of them knows somebody who has a commercial property or needs to do something with commercial. Who do you think the first people are they're going to reach out to? The commercial people, the eXp commercial agents, and this is how they're going to do it, is through Workplace. So it's so important to learn it. Like Jim said, drinking through a fire hose. Make sure that you understand it, you learn it, and I'm telling you, it's one of our biggest lead generators.
Talking about this, Lydia, I was talking to some people at an event last night, and I said, because people are not always going back to work, the new generation, every generation is getting more flexibility. They want options, is what one of my friends told me that runs a large company. And what he said was, what we're doing by allowing them to market, work remotely, work anywhere, they can actually work on the leads, communication through social media, creating a brand, plugging in it within eXp commercial, because we have all these experts around the world from realty, luxury, and commercial, that now you can just work anywhere, build your brand, plug into our system, find the experts, own list, or get a referral, and you're making money anywhere in the world. I actually thought that was a brilliant idea. And we're going to start implementing it for how the next and the younger generation needs to work. But our value prop, you can't beat this, especially now.
Yeah, you can't beat this. So, I don't know many other brokerages out there that have a $20,000 cap annually. It's an 80-20 split. This is unheard of. We've got a $250 monthly tech fee, $250 broker review fee, $100 risk management fee that you cap at $1,000 per annual, so per 12 months from your anniversary date. But I want you to think about this. How much did you pay your brokerage last year? Because I promise you it was more than $20,000, and the year before that, and the year before that. So think about that. You come in here, and as soon as you hit that, which most people hit that in their very first transaction, you get 100% of each commission there on out until your next anniversary date. It's a no-brainer, if I'm being honest.
And the great thing is, many people, you can grow your brand. You could be powered by our firm. And that's the fun thing, that most people say, well, I have my own brand. I built it over 20, 30 years. And so many people, actually, people don't even know how many parts are with eXp or eXp commercial, because they do brand themselves. But behind the scenes, we are one big company. And that's the very exciting thing, where we're growing our CRM technology, our branding with marketing, pushing out the information, working as one big whole. And because we're working as one big whole company, we get to bring the cost down, right? We have scalability. There is savings that we could do, being 87,000 agents, and constantly growing with commercial around the world. I mean, it is very exciting with what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely, Jim. And along with all of the tools and services we provide, we also have great ancillary partners. We have JTC Americas, Red Shoe Economics. If you didn't see Casey Conway and Jim Wong's fireside chat that just took place last week, you need to go back to our YouTube channel and watch it. It is so incredible. He gives so much good information, and he's one of our partners. We've got O'Connor and Associates. They're our tax reduction experts. Villa Title, Com Loans. These are partners that we work with. They give back to our community. They give back to our agents by working with them. They do titles and loans, tax reduction and 1031 exchange, ESG, private equity and impact funds. economic research, and then lenders and loan programs. These are just additional added services and partners to add to the toolbox whenever you're here at eXp Commercial.
Well, that's one of the goals that we always wanted to call it, to be called a full service firm. And we're starting to make that movement in the US and as we start to expand, because right now we know it's not all transaction. It is redoing your capital stack, looking at the problem of what do you do with your problem, especially in the office building. We all know that when we saw the retail market change and now it's going through the office, there's a lot of changes in this industry with remote work, with supply chains, higher interest rates, affordable housing. And the great thing is we're bringing out so many experts within eXp to collaborate together on this platform. But the equity, which is what I love, since we are a publicly traded company, you could receive, 5% of every transaction, buying it at a discount of 10%. I always say it's just putting money in the bank, right? When people have a 401k, knowing, we were built for this, it's great to just start putting money. And there's so many ways, just doing your business with already getting an 80-20, you're earning shares. And that's what we love. We all own this company together. And that's how we are so aligned that we're all shareholders. We have a say, we have a vested interest in this company because we are all shareholders.
That's right. And Jim, this is also one of my favorite things to talk about is, it's almost like you sign up with it and you set it and forget it. This is the retirement plan that every agent wants. We're all 1099 contractors, right? We don't have that 401k. So you opt into our agent equity program. Like Jim said, 10% of every, you get a 10% discount of every 5% of of your commission is going to go into the shares of stock into your portfolio that we have right now with Morgan Stanley. It's such a phenomenal additional, source of income that you can have whenever you're here with us at eXp Commercial. This is a little bit of it's a lot of information on this slide. This kind of tells you how this breaks down on the revenue, share portion of this. So when you bring somebody into the company, they close the deal, you get some shares of stock. You also get a percentage of their commission. So, there's a lot of stuff here. Please take a screenshot of this, take a picture. It's also something that we're happy to talk to you about if it's confusing at all, but please reach out. This is just another added bonus to being here with us. We want to talk a little bit also about no territory limitations. So what this means is because we are not franchises, we are one global brokerage, and we're eXp Commercial is across the US. And so right now, if you are an agent in Texas and you have a deal in Colorado because something's come up, you can do that deal even if you're not licensed in Colorado. You just have to get with the licensed agent, our broker in Colorado, to work the deal with you. This is unheard of, right? It's another way for you to be able to do business as commercial practitioners do. They do it all across the US. They don't specifically stay in their state. So knowing that we allow this because we are not franchised and we are one global, one US brokerage, we're able to do this. Jim, I know this is one of your favorite things to talk about, agent healthcare. What do you always say?
Health is wealth, as Glenn says. It is so important because I remember owning and running my own company where I had to make tough decisions. Even for myself in the last recession, I had to just cut my medical, maybe some major medical if there was extra money to be spent. And the problem with worrying about that, it is very stressful if anything does happen, especially for those that have family. I would always really tell people to take a look at our healthcare program, because as an agent here, as Glenn Sanford did, agent-centric, right? We're looking after the agents. Look, because you could save it for yourself, you could save it for your family, and a lot of times it is the price of admission. So I really stress, especially now with the change in the difficulty in the market, right? Take a look at our healthcare, see if this can help you save some money, and then you pretty much are at eXp for free because the payments that you're putting in for the premiums is the money you would save. So, health is wealth. Please take a look. It could change your life.
Yeah, exactly. Make sure you go to expagенthealthcare.com. Take a look at what they've got. You'll be able to talk to somebody. They can give you different options. And like Jim said, health is wealth. If we're not healthy, we can't get out there and provide for our family, provide for ourselves. So it's another additional added value tool that we have here. So Jim, I would love for you to talk about our eXp Commercial Learning Center. This is something we've been working on for a really long time.
Yeah, and we wanted to add value to our eXp agents So here, if you can scan, we have programs outside of eXp, but for our eXp realty agents, our eXp commercial agents, to scan this, we are building an education learning platform to teach people the fundamentals of commercial real estate. Also, we're going to add other services to it with tax reassessments, how to run capital markets, how to do syndication, how to do property management. You know, we're partnering with, if you saw where Michael Valdez launched this off in the new year with our chief growth, I mean, working with CCIM, SIOR, ICSC, BOMA, NAOP, you know, just MAI, all these different trade groups because they have great education. And in commercial real estate, it's such a wide, vast of education knowledge. But as we build this and you sign up or just line up so you can get information, we are going to put technology together to help you connect, right? That's the key. Knowing, getting the knowledge and the education, and then connecting you with everyone around the world so you get referrals, referring out, and then other people that can help you do the business. So I think it's getting the knowledge and then connecting you with others around the country and world to really be your best. So it is exciting. Take a QR code screenshot, but this is great. No, I'll just go on, Lindy.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
I wanted to put it up one more time. Yeah, there we go.
I am in the Bay Area, so I'd love to see anyone in the Bay Area. If you're here or if you know anyone, please, come to our meeting today from 3 p.m. It will be to 7, so 3 to 5, we're going to have our commercial meeting in the Northern California area. So we have people from the Shasta above, even bordering on some of the other states because they do want to show up. They made a kind of a weekend out of it, but it is great to get our 50 plus commercial brokers here to discuss, share ideas and collaborate and organize, as we said, from very senior sponsors and other groups to new agents wanting to learn the business. So please, if you're in the Bay Area, we will be in Walnut Creek. And Lindy, you want to talk about the symposium?
I do. So once a quarter, we put together a 2-day symposium. It's our commercial real estate symposium. This first quarter coming up, it's going to be April 25th through 26th. Please make sure you click on the QR code. We will have so many speakers. We have so many great people lined up to come in and teach you about real estate, teach you about different product specialty types, teach you about all the different, systems that are out there, how to grow your business, how to just to get yourself out there and to start communicating with other people. It's all about networking. And this is one of the best ways to, once you come in here, you can start networking with other people. You get other people's virtual business cards. It's just a good networking event, but also, with all of the speakers and the professionals that we bring in to talk to you, you don't want to miss it. So please make sure you scan that QR code. It's going to take you to LinkedIn, our LinkedIn page, which, again, that's what this slide is here. Make sure you scan that. Follow us on LinkedIn. Every single event that we're doing, just like right now, Jim's in the Bay Area at that event. That's on our LinkedIn page under events. So just make sure that you can stay up to date with us, being on our LinkedIn page, and you won't miss all of the excitement and all the things that we have going on. All right, Jim, it is time. It is time right now to bring in the one and the only
Christian Gile. Christian, thank you. And don't soften it because I wanted your energy, because one of the things I thought I was always excited, positive, getting out there, but you top it off. And it is great to meet you in person and having all those calls before you came over with us. But Christian, launch us off in this year with your energy and everything that you got. Love you, man. Go ahead, Christian.
Let's do this, baby. Yeah, I'm super excited. You'll see in some of my social media videos that I have been waiting so long for the market to finally turn down, for the recession that they've been promising forever. In the recession is the best time to make a lot of money. That's where the billionaires are created. That's where the millionaires are created. And if there's money constantly flowing in the market, and you just got to make sure that you plug into whatever's flowing. And us particularly, we specialize in medical, dental, and veterinary tenant representation. And we just represent the doctor side of the transaction. Any market that you go to, there's going to be care providers, and they're going to need new space. They're going to need to go to bigger space. They're going to need to renew their space. They're looking to buy. They're looking to sell their old location. So there's a tremendous amount of activity that can happen in that market. That happens in an up market and a down market. We talked a little bit about earlier is that I have a sales coach, and what a sales coach said, and I love what he said. He goes, if there's, he said, I heard there's a recession and I decided not to participate. And it's exactly the attitude that myself and my team have also taken. I heard there's a recession. I'm deciding not to participate. I'm going to find out what's working and I'm going to go with that. And that for us is medical, dental, and veterinary tenant representation for medical and medical groups as well as doctors. So that's essentially where we're at. But just understand and know that if something slows down here and somebody's moved your cheese, it's somewhere else. Just go get it and go after it somewhere else. You just got to find out where it's flowing. With a little bit of creativity, with resourcefulness, and maybe a new skill set, you can get out there and you can still hammer it and maybe make more than you ever did. The last recession, I made more. I literally doubled the amount of money that I made in a recession up until that point, which I was doing pretty well before, but afterwards in the recession, I did not want it to stop just because there was so much opportunity because we went with what was going. So that's kind of my opinion on the recession. I'm so glad that it's come. I couldn't be more thrilled. My team and I are ready to get in there and smash it. We're off to a great start in 2023.
And Christian, you even said to me, you didn't need to be here, but you wanted to. And 3,000 deals, that's a good amount of deals.
Yeah, so a little bit of background is that, I've been in commercial real estate for the last 20 years. Before that, I was in the Air Force for 13 years. There was a little bit of overlap in that time. I was dabbling in commercial real estate while I was still stationed in Los Angeles and doing my job with those guys. And in the night, I'm working on how to syndicate a deal that we were working out in Palm Desert for a development. And so I got to learn quite a bit about commercial real estate then. And then once I jumped out of the military, I didn't know exactly what I was going to do, but I knew it had something to do with, I just saw in my mind blueprints and not having to sit in an office and negotiating and talking with people. And next thing you know, I'm in commercial real estate. It's a kind of a funny story, but there's no front door to commercial real estate. You just it kind of finds you, and it sucked me in. And I didn't like it at first. It was tough. It was hard. It was outside my paradigm. I had to cold call and go outside of my comfort zones. But once you look that dragon in the face and you slay the things that you're afraid of, that usually what you want and where you are is usually blocked by something like a dragon. It scares the heck out of you. If you slay that thing, you get through it. That's when you get in there and you can really start crushing and finding out who you truly are, and really, truly start living. And it's scary and all that crazy stuff. And it wouldn't be fun if it wasn't scary. It wouldn't be right if it wasn't have a little bit of opposition and challenge. But once you get through that and face those, man, it's gorgeous. You love it.
I love that so much, and I'm so excited that you're here with us today. And your energy is just infectious. Like I just want to talk to you all day because you just get me so pumped up and motivated.
Well, I feel like I'm home. Like you guys are the same. I just love being part of this group. It's just from Lindy to James to the Matt Reyes of the world. He's a West Point buddy of mine who actually helped me get on board. He introduced me to Jim. Once I met Jim, I was like, dude, this is my home. I'm gonna finish off my career with eXp commercial. I'm so glad.
I love that. Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to ask you. I would love for you to tell people, what was it really finally that made you make the decision? I know you spoke to us about how y'all did a lot of number crunching. You'd owned your own brokerage. Like, what truly was it that you were just like, I've got to be there. I have to go. Yeah,
that's an awesome question. I have actually 6 reasons why I jumped over. First off, like I said, I reached out to a fellow Academy buddy, Matt Reyes, and he gave it a stamp of approval. Then he introduced me to Jim. Quite honestly, I was very surprised that Jim would even talk to. Jim's a big deal. A lot of people don't realize that, but Jim's a big deal. And the fact that he was actually on the phone with me, giving me that personal touch. I mean, he's like a general talking to a captain. So I was just like, that's awesome that you have that top-down leadership that has that support. So that's the other thing is that there's just massive support within eXp. I was very thrilled about that. It has a very unique environment where you go into these other big houses, like the 25 different other big houses that are out there, and you're hiding your files. You're talking in secret on stuff like that. Here at eXp, it's a collaborative environment. It feels more like family to me. You have so many resources within eXp. If you're not making it, it's probably, hate to say it, your fault. But so I listen to David Goggins a lot. You got to understand, you got to take extreme ownership of your life. And when you do, and you realize the resources that are available to you, and you change your state, you change your focus. What you focus on is where focus goes, energy flows. And if you focus on what's available and the resources, if you just, just the stuff that you guys rattled off for the last 20 minutes, holy crap, how do you not succeed in that environment? Unbelievable. So that level of support doesn't happen in all the houses. When I stepped in my first brokerage company, I love the guys, but it was a brand new brokerage company. They literally sat me at a wooden desk. The chair was nice. I had a telephone and a phone book, no computer, no brochures, nothing. And what happened was they said, go. And I was just like, I don't know what to do. That's not the case in eXp. They give you exactly you have a cookbook on how to make it happen. You have advisors, mentors, people that want to pour into you. Phenomenal opportunity, phenomenal situation. So I really like that. The other thing too is that, so I've run my own commercial real estate company. I've been a commercial broker for the last 20 years. I've negotiated right around 3,000 transactions personally negotiated. It's been crazy. It's been wild. It's super intense. But I still wasn't, and then I jumped in 2014. I started my own company called Gile Healthcare Real Estate. We did extremely well. But the reality is that even when you own your own company, you can't. The top companies in the country that do commercial real estate, like Colliers, have 15% profitability. 15%, 15%, 1.5, not 5.0, 1.5. And so we were running our company. I'm just like, man, there's got to be an easier way to make money in this process because I'm doing a lot of work and I'm seeing the gains from it. But the reality is that, you have rev share, phenomenal within eXp. You have your own personal commissions that you can make. You have the opportunity to mentor, like I met with Keith Andrews. That dude he's a pillar within eXp. He opened up my eyes to what mentorship can be. And then you have the referrals. That's 4 different lines and there's 6 more that I'm not even thinking about. Affiliated business relationships and stuff like that. As long as it's properly disclosed, you can make money off that. There's, like I said, your success comes down to your own skills and your resourcefulness, and you have the resources available right now. So all you have to do is just work on your skills, and bam, you're going to make it. So that's the 5th reason. The 6th reason is probably the most important to my heart, and you can do well on your own and stuff like that. But if you have this big, wild, crazy eXp platform that is not just national, but global, you have the ability to scale really quickly. At my high point in my brokerage, we had 8 brokers. 5 of them got washed out during COVID, but I had 8 brokers sign up within our team, within eXp, in the last 2 months. It's continued to grow and grow and grow. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we're providing the mentorship, we're providing the opportunity, especially as maybe some parts in residential may be cooling off. That's a phenomenal, massive pool for us to pull from and develop these residential brokers that have always wanted to get into commercial, but never had the opportunity or never found the doorway in. Well, guess what? We're the doorway in. I will help you as a residential broker if you want to. I don't want to take you away from your team or whatever you got going on, but if you do have the desire to come into commercial real estate, I'm happy to talk to you about that and show you how to make it just in commercial. Or if you want to specialize, which is what I highly recommend within commercial, you can get lost in the sauce in commercial real estate if you just do whatever. You can't do whatever. You got to focus. You got to really focus on something and be super good. We do medical, dental, and veterinary tenant rep, and only the buyer side for those for medical, dental, and veterinary tenant and buyer rep, and only for the one side of the transaction. Why? Because the doctors and medical groups need representation. We became hyper focused that we know the HVAC loads, the electrical loads, the square footages, how to position somebody, a doctor just right based on whether they're a general practitioner or whether they're an orthodontist or a pediatric dentist or oral maxillofacial surgeon, so on and so forth. We know exactly where to place those guys so they have the highest probability of success. That's the other thing. But this is what I wanted to get to, and this is probably the most important thing I want to say today. The reason I'm on eXp is because it's a massive platform that's expandable with a huge talent pool that I can pull from with all the resources to support my why. And my why is to personally put a massive dent, if not stop, sex trafficking throughout the entire entire globe. It's a $35 billion industry. It is growing super, super fast. I'm stationed in Arizona right now, Phoenix, Arizona. It's one of the top locations for abductions and child theft, and we're 2 hours from the Mexican border. So a lot of stuff happens here. I'm all about we're already joined up with Operation Underground Railroad, Operation Rescue Children, Compassion International, Lifesong, campus ministries here with Arizona State University. And then the aftercare, which is probably the second most important thing, if not maybe the most important thing, is when these people that are trafficked come off and have this trauma. And I'm sorry about taking us down this road, but you have to have a strong why in order to continue to make those phone calls and continue to push through. Like Jim said, I don't need to do commercial real estate anymore. I want to, and I get to, and it's for this reason, to serve. I served federally, the country for 13 years in the Air Force. Now I get the opportunity to serve even maybe a bigger global issue, and that's human trafficking. We're teamed up with Tim Ballard and his team at Operation Rescue Children, Keith Wagner at Operation Rescue Children, and then the folks over at Brian over at the Dream Center here. That when these gals and kids get pulled off the field and rescued from these terrible, horrible situations that you can't even fathom, they bring them into this safe, clean environment and get them on a road and a path to health and success, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. They really minister to those guys and get them back in. A lot of them come back and help fight against the human trafficking. So that's my why. If you're down with that why, I would love to talk to you and help you get geared up so you can also become get deployed into the commercial real estate field and help me with this cause. It's super important to me. So didn't mean to take it that route too much, but I wanted you guys to know kind of why we're in business and what we're doing. You're going to see more and more of this on the social media channels. It's going to be Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, eXp, Meta. I want everybody to know what's going on, and I want to build a massive team, and I want to crush this thing while I'm on this planet. And then and I told this to Jim, what we do on Earth echoes through the halls of eternity, and I want that to be laughter and joy and excitement, and I want there to be so many people pulled out of there that we could just have a big old party in heaven, and this guy. So that's the wild part of my conversation. But without this platform, I can't go big. That's why I'm here.
Christian, this is such an awesome thing. Now everyone understands why we wanted him to launch, right? From Glenn and Michael and everyone else, Casey, from an agent's perspective, and a very successful. He didn't have to be here with his wife and his team. They were already fine, but they found what they could do on this platform.
I get to be here now. I thank you, Jim, for creating such an amazing platform. I know how hard you grind. I know your story. I know the things that you cut, the demons that you faced, the dragons that you've slayed. Lindy, we haven't had a chance to talk much about it, but I'm sure you have too. Everybody on this panel faces their demons, and we're super lucky to be together. I'm so grateful to be part of this team. I look forward to just absolutely crushing it with you for the next 5 to 7 years, and then I'm going to train my legacy so they can continue to do their thing, because I'm going to go off to other ventures to continue to fight this beast.
Well, Christian, on that, it is finding that platform, finding kindred spirits with each other, holding each other accountable, ups and downs, because in life, it's not a straight path. We are all our brothers and sisters, accountability coaches to help them through it, because it is not that easy path. But with good people, creating this opportunity to make money, good, helping new agents learn this business, great, but then leaving that legacy with good friends. And one thing is, I always say to people with other trade groups, as we're all getting older, creating senior centers, creating places where people can live, aging gracefully, finding a good place in communities. So it's all of our whys, like you, Christian, when we wake up in the morning, why do we do this? It's not always for money, because the real purpose of your why is not monetary, it's something else. But Christian, I want to leave it for you. Final words of what are you going to do with this massive global platform?
I'm going to crush it. That's the reality of it. I'm going to get as many like-minded people on my team that want to just get in there, get in the trenches and grind and make as much money as they can for something outside of themselves. I used to live, and I do a lot of Tony Robbins stuff. And if you're familiar with Tony Robbins, I did a little bit of soul searching, and I found out why I was, up until like 3 years ago, I realized that I was doing a lot of things for significance and for certainty. And it's no way to live. There's a better way to live, and a lot of us live from that. And it's just our psychology. But if you're introduced to a new way, which is love and contribution, man, you have all kinds of energy and strength and resources. Life sustains that which sustains life. And if you would find a way to take care of life and help other people, buddy, I mean, what better way to prosper? That's the true wealth. You talked about health as wealth, man. Contribution is wealth as well. So those are that's my parting shot right there. Love to interact with you guys on anybody that's out there listening, and see if you are interested in helping me with this fight. This is what we're about. This is what we're doing. And this is the platform I'm going to do it through.
Christian, thank you for being part of all of our family here at eXp. We know you're going to crush it, and wise wisdom words, but sharing of yourself. We did put the information for Christian in the work chat, so please reach out to him and let's crush it. Let's refuse to be involved in the recession. There is no recession. Let's just keep going as a family and connect with each other. And Christian, thank you for being here and trusting us and always holding all of us accountable. And whatever we can do as a team, as a family, let's go for it.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you.